Hi, there's another technique that we could use to achieve competitive advantage in the market, and this technique called the available to promise. In this concept, we use it to satisfy the demand. Some customer, they ask for extra units for a specific weeks. So using this technique, we could figure out if we could promise them to get these extra units or not, and when they can get it. So let's go ahead and give an example in order to clarify this concept. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you my screen right here. So we have this company that have 8-week plan, master production schedule, and the orders for customers is listed here from week 1 to 8. We have on hand 50 units in the inventory available. We have the lot size to be 100. Okay, let's start with the MPS. First of all, you have to calculate the MPS, and then based on the MPS, you have to go and figure out the available to promise. So let's go with the MPS. For the week 1, we need 50. We have 50 available, so we send them to the customer. No need to issue an MPS. For week 2, there's nothing in the inventory, so we have to issue an MPS of 100 because the lot size of 100. And now, inventory, if we could do the inventory, we could add a column here, inventory, project available inventory. Right here we don't have anything, 0. In the inventory we have 50 at the end of week 2. The 50 is enough to satisfy the demand for week 3, so that would leave you with 20 in the inventory. No need to issue an MPS for week 3. 20 is not enough to satisfy the demand for week 4, and therefore you have to issue an MPS for week 4. That would leave you with, we have 120 available minus 40, that would be 80 inventory by the end of week 4. 80 would be enough for week 5, so there's no need to issue an MPS. That would leave you with 30 in the inventory, available inventory. 30 is not enough to satisfy the demand in week 6, therefore we have to issue an MPS of 100. Available is 130 now. Take out 40 to the customer, that would leave you with 70 units available. 70 is enough to satisfy the demand. There's no need to issue an MPS. That would leave you with 40 units available in week 7. At the end of week 7. Week 8, we have 15 available. 15 customer orders, which is enough. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to make it more challenging. I'm going to make it 55. The customer orders, so that is not enough, so we need to issue an MPS. The available inventory would be 140 minus the 55, that would leave you with 85 units inventory. The available to promise, pay attention right here. The available to promise, we could calculate it by finding out the customer demand before the next MPS. The customer demands before the next MPS. So available to promise would be equal MPS, the current MPS that we have, minus the demand before the next MPS. The next MPS is in week 4. So the customer orders for week 3 and week 2. So minus 50 plus 30, which is basically 100 minus 80. That would leave you a 20 units available to promise. Next, week 3 we already counted, we already considered it in our plan. Let's move on to week 4. Week 4, we have an MPS here. So MPS minus the customer orders before the next MPS. The next MPS would be on week 6. So the customer demand would be the 40 on week 4, the demand on week 4, plus the demand on week 5, 50, close parentheses. 100 minus 90, that would leave you with 10 units available to promise it at the end of week 4. Next, week 6. Week 5 we don't have to worry about it because we already consider it in our plan. The MPS minus the customer demands before the next MPS. The next MPS would be the 40 plus the 30. This is the customer orders before the next MPS, because the next MPS on week 8, that would leave you with 30. And then for week 7 we don't have to worry about it, we already consider it. For week 8, and this is why I made it more challenging, because I want you to be familiar with this. So MPS minus the customer orders before the next MPS. We don't have any weeks left, so the customer order before the next MPS would be the customer order on week 8. That would leave you with 45 units available to promise on week 8. I hope this is helpful. Please, if you have any question, please send me an email. Thank you.